Hey guys, welcome back to TanPlaysMC. So I just recently got a comment from one of you guys, and you brought my attention to this issue with this design. So we have glass bottles in the dispenser here, but we're getting excess glass bottles and honey bottles, but we're also getting even more glass bottles getting flushed into the system, and that's because I believe every time that a bee leaves the hive or the nest, since we have an observer block right here, it's triggering it, and then it's triggering the top redstone and then triggering the dispenser to shoot out a glass bottle. So it's doing that even when there isn't honey ready to be harvested. So that's why we're getting the extra glass bottles. But now I'm going to show you a setup that you can do so that you don't have to worry about getting extra glass bottles. So beehives and bee nests, they give off a power level of 5. And if you put a comparator next to it, it will show you how far along the honey production is. If it reaches level 5, you know that it's ready to be harvested. If you don't see the honey yet, you'll probably still see a redstone signal coming out, but it's not going to be the full length of 5 redstone. So as long as it's 5, if you put a repeater, you'll get power. I've seen a system like this before, but I don't know if people have used the barrel. So you can see right here, there's no honey yet, and yet it's giving off 3 redstone. Oh no, we got 4 redstone signals. So once this, there you go, we just hit 5. We got honey bottles in here. We don't have any just empty bottles, which is good. We don't want that, because that would just be taking up space. So here's how to build it. We're going to place our barrel here, put a hopper in the back of it, put the beehive right on it here. We're going to take the dispenser, and we're going to actually go up a few blocks. This dispenser there, it's on top. We're going to take our redstone comparator, I said like so, do 2 blocks, and then we want this to go up here. Need something like that. This way the redstone can travel upward. So shoot power from here to here and then up here. Then it stops, but if we put a redstone repeater, then it will work. So since this doesn't have any honey in it right now, it's not giving off any power. But with this setup, you could stack it. So let's try this. If I were to use just block like this, and we have our hopper going into here, do that. Then you could have a system like this, and I'll see how it will work. Yeah, if you had like a bunch of bees and you're trying to have some huge bee harvesting or honey harvesting setup, I think this would work pretty well. Alright, so I'm going to get some bees in here, and we'll see what we're looking like. Alright, here we go. So, no honey yet, but I have bottles in all these dispensers, and I've stacked them. There's like 10, well, the setup, there's like 10 of these machines, and I have hoppers going in all the way back there. They're all like stacked into each other, so they're feeding down to this barrel. And so since we have 10, we have 30 bees. So you could have a setup kind of like this. I built out 4 So there's a space for flowers, but I mean, you could do it a little differently if you wanted. But I can easily get in and out. Any honey? No honey yet, but you can see all these are activated. They're all in stage 3 right now. We're gonna get like probably 10 bottles fairly quickly. Well, they're getting closer. As you can see, this is like, oh, that went. Okay, we got 2, but I think 2 went off. And that happened. You only, I believe you only get like 1 bottle from these. So, or from each hive. Oh, we're getting more. So yeah, this wouldn't be a bad setup. You could even make this longer if you wanted. I guess it just depends on how much your computer can handle. But 30 bees here. Not too bad. Pretty well contained. And yeah, we're getting honey without the empty glass bottles. So that's nice. Well, hey, I hope this helped you. And this setup that I have right here, this is for like if you just have 1. So depending on how far, like how many times you want to replicate this, just make sure that this isn't a barrel. This is just a slab, and you can have the barrel at the end of where the hoppers go. This setup right here, this is my old setup with the observer block, because I have shears in here going all the way down. I think I have like maybe 20. And so with this setup, there are no hoppers involved, so it's cheaper. And I have all these going into here. So this was like have more, if you don't have much iron, this is another way. So the honeycomb would just drop. But I think I was having issues. Yeah, it's like spitting it out over to these flowers. So I don't know. You can experiment. This one is another setup I have. But yeah, see, it's not very efficient because I'm still getting the honeycomb sticking out. But if you put a hopper there going into this chest, put a powered rail going in on this one, it'll keep going back and forth. That's a hopper minecart. I don't think you really get an issue with the honeycomb just dropping on the ground. So yeah, I think I have 30 bees in here as well, which is a lot. I think I made this one a little bit wider. Well, I hope this helped out, and let me know how things go for you. So this setup, definitely better for just the honeycomb. And then this setup, or this over here, a much bigger version, you're gonna be better getting honey bottles from it without the excess bottles. And this setup here will probably be the most efficient. Yeah, I don't think there should be any bottles that just drop on the ground, honey bottles. Well, yeah, I hope you guys learned something, and you have a wonderful, fantastic day, and I'll see you in the next video. Take care, and bye-bye.